Beneath the gray skies and windswept plains of Salisbury in England stands one of humanity's most mystifying creations, Stonehenge, a prehistoric circle of towering stones, some weighing up to 30 tons, arranged with almost otherworldly precision. Erected over 4,000 to 5,000 years ago, this enigmatic structure wasn't built overnight. No, it was constructed in multiple painstaking stages, over centuries, by ancient hands using nothing more than primitive tools and an unimaginable degree of coordination, patience, and vision. What makes Stonehenge truly baffling is not just its size or age, but the fact that some of the stones, the legendary blue stones, were dragged or rolled from quarries located over 150 miles away in Wales. That's right, prehistoric humans somehow transported multi-ton stones across rivers, hills, and treacherous terrain with no modern machinery. How they managed such a colossal task still stuns scientists today. Was it brute strength, ingenious engineering, or something we've yet to uncover? Archaeological digs confirm that Stonehenge served, at least in part, as a burial site. But beyond that, the true purpose of this ancient marvel remains cloaked in speculation. Was it a temple to honor forgotten gods, a celestial observatory aligned to the solstices, a place for sacred ceremonies, or perhaps a healing sanctuary powered by mystical energies? We simply don't know. There are no blueprints, no clues left behind by the people who raised these stones toward the sky. Even today, with all our scientific tools and brilliant minds, the monument keeps its secrets close. We still don't fully understand how they quarried, moved, and positioned these stones so precisely. And perhaps we never will. Stonehenge isn't just a monument, it's a riddle carved in rock. One that dares us to solve it and laughs as we try. But Stonehenge is just the beginning. Travel thousands of miles to the blistering deserts of Egypt, and you'll find the Great Pyramids of Giza, some of the most awe-inspiring and perplexing structures ever built by human hands. The Great Pyramid of Khufu, rising with perfect geometry into the sky, has stood for over 4,500 years. And yet, despite centuries of study, we still can't say with certainty how it was built. Each pyramid is made of millions of limestone blocks, many weighing more than 20 tons, stacked with millimetric precision. Egyptologists suggest they were lifted into place using massive ramps, but no such ramp system has ever been found. Was it straight? Spiral? Internal? No one. Even newly discovered ramps used for smaller stones can't fully explain how the enormous blocks of the pyramids were lifted and aligned so flawlessly. Other theories abound. Some speak of levers, water-powered flotation devices, or enormous labor forces working with rollers and sledges. But again, we hit a wall of mystery. No writings from the era describe the process, no diagrams, just these eternal stone giants, defying time and comprehension. Why the pyramid shape? Was it purely symbolic, or did it serve a deeper cosmic or spiritual purpose? Questions linger in the desert air, as eternal as the pyramids themselves. Now, cross the ocean to a speck of land in the Pacific, Easter Island, Rapa Nui. Here, almost 900 Moai, towering stone statues with solemn faces, dot the landscape like silent sentinels. Carved by Polynesian islanders between the 13th and 16th centuries, these giants average 13 feet tall and 12 tons each. Some are much larger. But here's the real mystery. How did a small island society, with limited tools and resources, move these colossal statues across miles of rugged terrain? The leading theory, they walked them. That's right. Experiments suggest the Moai were rocked side to side, inching forward with a rope crew controlling the sway, like a giant stone penguin waddling across the island. It's wild, and it's been demonstrated using replicas and teams of just 18 people, and yet not everyone agrees. Older theories argued they were dragged flat on sledges or wooden rollers, but there's one problem. There are no clear drag marks, no damaged trails. And why were the Moai built in the first place? The prevailing belief is that they represented deified ancestors, projecting spiritual power, mana, to watch over the islanders. But why did their construction suddenly stop? Was it ecological collapse, warfare, or was it something else? The answers lie buried in the volcanic soil, as mysterious as the statues themselves. Now shift your gaze to the arid deserts of Peru, where the Nazca Lines stretch across the earth like messages from the gods. Massive geoglyphs, some over 200 meters wide, etched into the desert floor between 200 BC and 500 AD. They form hummingbirds, monkeys, spiders, whales, Giant figures so large that they can only be fully seen from the sky. But how could the ancient Nazca people with no aerial view design and execute such precise shapes? And more importantly, why? Now imagine a temple so old it predates Stonehenge by over 6,000 years. Welcome to Göbekli Tepe in southeastern Turkey, a site that turned our understanding of ancient civilization upside down. Built around 9600 BC, Göbekli Tepe was constructed by hunter-gatherers long before farming or villages existed. Towering T-shaped pillars carved with intricate images of lions, scorpions, vultures, and snakes rise from circular stone enclosures, suggesting organized religion and complex social structures existed far earlier than we thought possible. But why? How did nomadic people come together to build something so massive? Some scholars now believe temples like this may have actually preceded agriculture, that the effort of feeding temple builders sparked the invention of farming. Göbekli Tepe isn't just a monument, it's a time bomb that exploded our assumptions about human development. From the ancient past to the cryptic pages of the Voynich Manuscript, a book with no known author, no readable language, and no clear purpose, filled with images of bizarre plants, celestial diagrams, and nude women bathing in surreal pools. The manuscript has stumped codebreakers for over a century. Carbon dated to the early 1400s, it seems medieval, yet its language, if it is a language, remains completely undeciphered. Is it a lost tongue, a hoax, or something else entirely? And then there's the Antikythera Mechanism, a rusted bronze object pulled from a shipwreck off the coast of Greece. Once dismissed as mere debris, it turned out to be an analog computer from 150 BC. So advanced it could track planetary movements, eclipses, and lunar phases. It had precision gears, dials, and inscriptions, all made over 2,000 years ago. This device shattered our understanding of ancient Greek technology and left scientists stunned. How many other wonders of ancient science were lost to time? Just like the script of the Indus Valley Civilization, one of the world's first urban cultures. From 2600 to 1900 BC, cities like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa flourished with advanced sewage systems, grid layouts, and trade networks. But their writing, etched on seals and pottery, remains unreadable. Despite decades of research, the Indus script has not been deciphered. No Rosetta Stone, no translations, just beautiful symbols carved into silence. And who can forget the legend of Atlantis, the opulent island civilization that supposedly sank beneath the sea? Plato claimed it vanished 9,000 years before his time, destroyed in a single day and night of misfortune. But was Atlantis real? A memory of a lost culture? Or just a metaphor warning of hubris? Generations of explorers have searched oceans and scoured texts, but Atlantis remains a ghost story whispered by the waves. Even the fate of Queen Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, is a mystery. Ancient texts say she was buried beside her lover Mark Antony in a grand tomb near the Temple of Isis. But that tomb has never been found. Despite endless excavations, her resting place remains lost, as elusive and untouchable as the queen herself. These mysteries, Stonehenge, the pyramids, the Moai, the Nazca Lines, Göbekli Tepe, the Voynich Manuscript, the Antikythera Mechanism, the Indus script, Atlantis, and Cleopatra's tomb are not just puzzles. They are echoes from the past, whispering that we do not know as much as we think we do. That human history is not a straight line, but a winding labyrinth, filled with wonders waiting to be rediscovered. And maybe, just maybe, some secrets are never meant to be solved.